All right, here we go. Whee! All right, live stream time. So tonight on our plate, we are going to be creating a level 7 adventure for the Peak D&D crew at LairCon, which you guys should have heard about. If not, there's a beautiful little link to LairCon. If you're not coming, you should come. I'm going to be running a D&D game for the Peak D&D crew. Peak D&D is a YouTube channel. They make videos on YouTube, and they're going to be at LairCon. And on Sunday, I'm going to be running a game for the 4 of them, and they are going to be creating their characters during LairCon with the help of people at LairCon. And then on Sunday, I'm running a game for them. So tonight, we are going to create the adventure that I'm going to run for them at LairCon. Now, I have a map already made up for it. We're going to flesh out the details of it. It's going to be level 7 adventure. So we're going to make that tonight. And then after LairCon, I will put the adventure somewhere. I don't know. Who knows? It might go on my site. It might go in Lair magazine. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. We're going to figure that out. I haven't quite exactly decided totally where I want to put it. But point is this. Actually, if it goes in Lair magazine, it wouldn't go until like the January issue, because that's how far we're commissioned stuff out already. Anyway, not the point. Here are, we'll get into the details of creating the adventure and their characters and stuff too in just a moment. But before we go into all that, let me do all the like plugging and, you know, sleazy stuff to get that over with. First of all, the first sleazy plug of the night is to let folks know about LairCon. If you haven't heard about it, what is it? October 8th, 9th, and 10th in Texas. We are going to be having a convention. It's going to be a small little exclusive thing, not a whole lot of capacity, but it's going to be fun. We're going to play D&D, maybe some other RPGs, tabletop games. We have a couple panels scheduled. I'm going to be running some games for our VIP passes, and then I'm going to be running a game for the Peak D&D folk on Sunday. So I'll be there. You can come say hi, hang out with me, you know, and that kind of stuff. And several, many actually, of my DM Lair crew members, moderators, and folks who help me with Lair magazine are going to be there as well. Some of them are going to be running premium games as well. And we got Penguin Butt, Zack, 𝐑𝐄𝐒𝐿, and then Ed are going to be running premium games. So our premium pass holders will get to play in a game with them. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun. If you are gonna be, yeah, come, just, yeah, there you go, boom. All right, let's do our patron shout outs now. Get my screen. Whee! All right, sweet patrons. So these folks are amazing. They help me do all the stuff that I do for the D&D community, all of the free stuff that I make, all of the free stuff, the videos, the free resources on my site, thedmlair.com, for dungeon masters to use and their games for free. They help pay the bills for all that stuff, and so I'm deeply appreciative. And they also help us create LairCon, not LairCon, Lair magazine every single month. Everything has got Lair in front of it. I get them confused. So very, very appreciative to all my awesome patrons. These folks here get their names read aloud at the beginning of every live stream, so let's get to work here. 5e Magic Shop, Aerospatial, Alex H, Alex T, oh man, I gotta do that. Amanda W, Anthony L, Arutha, Beoban, Brad A, Brandon, Brand C, Brand S, Candy Sora, Chad B, Chase O, Chris C, Chris E, Chris H, Chris R, Chris Y, Cody B, Connor, Contrary Gravy, Dalius G, David M, DJ Assassin, Dragon, Damon, Drexus, Dresna, Dylan S, Ed R, Edward, and Dorian 72. Ericos, Fallon, Frank C, Gary, 𝐑𝐄𝐿, Heretic, Hydrasair, Illspawn, Izzy T. Big deep breath before every line. Jacob S, Jake L, James L, Joshin B, Joel L, John N, Jonathan S, Joral B, Joseph H, Josh G, Joshua G, Josue S, Kale S, KK, Ken S, Kevin F, Kevin P, Kezades, Kirby, Kyle M, Kiriako, LabraWorks, Leopold X92, Lodwick B, Lord Kemiak, Lori S, Lost 2RL, Maelstrom, Michael C, Michael H, Mr. Linkanu, Mr. T, Mumbles Not a Bard, Owen D, Patrick A, Paul B, Paul R, Paul Y, Penguin Butt, Pierre P, published author, Rachel S, Radiance Guardians, Ramsey M, Raslick, Race W, Rebecca K, Renner C, Rob M, Ron H, Ryan G, Sakura, Shane L, Simon Smash Skull, Snapdragger, Son of a Sofa Man, Sophie M, Stetson H, Stephen A, Stephen F, Tattles Who is the Old DM, Talking Napkin, The Pickle, The Casual Nerd, Theta Tag, Tiger 500, Tim Black, Todd M, Tony M, Trevor G, Tristan W, Tyler N, Tyler R, Xavier H, Zack. Whew, thank you. You guys are awesome. All right, is there a Dan on that name? Is there a Dan on that list? Dan, where's your name, buddy? Shouldn't your name be up there? You can get me to say your name every live stream, dude. Just throw that out there. Okay. Next thing. One last thing. So we hit our tip goal. We hit our tip goal in the last stream we had. We raised $500 for the Capital Area Humane Society. We actually raised $585. And so I donated that to them a couple days ago, roughly. I can't keep my days straight. So I just threw a bunch of money at them. And now our tip goal on screen, like right here, has now been reset to 0. We are at 0 again. However, we are not going to be donating to the same folks. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Let me show you who we are going to be donating to now. I have chosen the Boys and Girls Club of Lansing to be our next recipient for a nice donation of $500 when we get there through our tip goals. Basically, so I've done volunteer work for them before. I've created videos for them a couple times. So what these folks do is they are essentially like an after school, it's partially an activity place, but also they have educational stuff. They have computers where they help kids to learn. They have people that help kids with their homework. They have like a math, it's a STEM lab. It's a STEM lab. So, you know, math, engineering, sciences and stuff in their facility. And basically underprivileged children in inner city Lansing basically can go there after school. It's like $5 a year for a kid to go there, and they have a place to go every single day after school. They get a meal. All right, they get help with their homework and they learn stuff. So we're gonna try to raise $500 for these folks. I love what they do, and yeah, so we're gonna try to help them. So that's what we're doing for our next donation thingy with the tips. Yes, thank you. All right, I think the plugs are done. And we're gonna do our adventure now. So let us get our adventure up. So now we're gonna create a level 7 adventure tonight. That's the whole thing, level 7. And I gave certain character creation rules to the Peak D&D crew. We're gonna take a look at those right now because I want to preface this whole creation with the grind what we're gonna put them through. So they're gonna create level 7 characters. And here they can use any of the rules from Tasha's, any official rules for like Tasha's, so they can create some crazy broken characters using Tasha's rules. All right. But then here's the big caveat though. Here's the caveat, which is gonna put a little bit of a limitation on them. They must use 4d6 drop the lowest to roll their stats, and they must be rolled in order. So that means, and they're gonna have to have like witnesses sign off on it too, like at the convention. So the whole idea here, you guys, is that they can use Tasha's brokenness to like do stuff, but the dice rolls are gonna help determine like their character. Like if they just get poor rolls, or the rolls are in a bad order, or they get like a 4 on their Constitution score, we could get some really interesting stuff going on. So yeah, they have a nice stipulation. It's very, very nice. Kirby, dude, thank you so much for the $50, man. I really appreciate that. It's going straight to the Boys and Girls Club of Lansing. Once we hit $500, it's all going to those folks over there. Very appreciative, dude. Thank you. All right, so that's what they're gonna do to create their rules. They'll create their characters. They're gonna create their characters at Lair Con, and then tonight we're creating the adventure for them. So it is going to be a level 7. It's a level 7 adventure, but we're gonna balance it for 4 characters. Kind of. It's gonna be brutal though. It's gonna be totally brutal. So I have a map that I made. Let me show you the map I have. What is it? Coffee cam? There we go. So this is the map I created. So basically, I don't know anything about the storyline of the objective. I know nothing about this. I just made a map. there's going to be an approach up a cliffside with a 500-foot drop. And there's like a fortification here, a 30-foot high fortification. And then there are some doors over here that will be like, you know, barred and locked and stuff. This fortification, you know, leads into the dungeon and stuff. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have done a little bit of little hex shading stuff. Actually, I was gonna do that. Kind of helps you see where some of these lines are. There we go. Sometimes it's hard to tell what's solid stone and like where they can actually walk and stuff. So I'm just gonna do that to just a couple places here where I think it was perhaps a little difficult to see. All right, that'll help us out a little bit. So they got to go up here. There's a castle fortification thing here. There are some different entrances, doors. We have secret passages. We have different rooms in here. I don't know what the heck is going to be in those rooms. And then we have a trap, some sort of trap we're going to make in this corridor right here. This is like a prime lightning bolt trap or something. And then we're going to have some sort of puzzle-ish type thing perhaps right here. What if they get the wrong solution, they get teleported into a room of death. If they get the right solution, they go into the room that will lead them to the final boss fight, which will be right there. So I have a rough idea of certain elements as I just described them, but all of the details we're going to create tonight. And I also want to point out that this is also an example of checking a lot of good boxes when you're creating a map for a D&D adventure. So you'll notice we have multiple entrances to the dungeon. You can go in, there's a secret door down here. You could scale the walls here, fight some guardians, and go through different doors here. Or you could just go in the front doors, which are heavily guarded. Inside the dungeon, it is not linear. There's multiple routes that you can go through the dungeon. Obviously, once we get to here, it kind of is linear because we're getting into the final boss fight. But we don't have a strictly linear dungeon. We have secret doors. We have doors in the dungeon. So it's checking off a lot of boxes that are important when you're making a map for a dungeon. So I just wanted to point that out because I think that's an important note. I once had someone make a map for me that was like literally a linear map. There's only one path to the dungeon. And I was like, no, I can't use this. I can't do this. Okay, so yeah, let's begin. We need an idea for, I don't know, some sort of storyline, some sort of plot. Like what's going on in this dungeon? What's the objective? Why do the players have to go there? Pitch me something. I need some good ideas for what this could be. And it might include the monsters that we're gonna have in there. But if you just throw down names of monsters, that's not necessarily what I'm looking for right now. I want a premise. I want a premise for the dungeon. Yes, it's a one-shot. We're making it for LairCon. It's gonna be played at a convention. They're gonna have about 4 hours to run through this dungeon. I wanna cuddle the _CATOs, man. Oh, you mean all my cats down here? Oh, where are they? Where are they? There we go. They're waiting for treat. They want the treat is what they're doing. That's all they care about. Yeah, I don't want to do undead. Do you want to lay in the middle of them? An artifact? Werewolves. A fallen Deva has... Come on, baby. Come on, scrolly action. Has taken over an ancient keep and is sending troops to punish a local city because it is being chaotic and evil, when really the Deva has fallen from grace. They'd have to fight a Deva, an angelic being at the end of it. Okay. What's their goal then? Just go there and kill the Deva? A psychic droning is disturbing the locals and the players aren't easily affected by its noisome effects, not yet. An angry beekeeper wants revenge on something. Now he's creating swarms of angry insects to attack. A rich burner treats people very poorly. Has taken some people to keep for his own. A holy pigeon was stolen. That's it. That's it. A holy pigeon was stolen. Okay, we're doing that. We're totally doing that. I think I know where you got that from, but we're gonna roll with this. A holy pigeon was stolen. Okay, by whom? Who stole the pigeon? Who stole the pigeon? D&D Scotty, thank you for the tier 1, dude. I really appreciate that. Tom, thank you so much for the $25 tip. Appreciate that. That's going to the Boys and Girls Club of Lansing. Very, very appreciative. Okay, a Deva stole a holy pigeon. A fallen Deva, yes. A fallen Deva of what deity? We need to give a name for the deity of pigeons. There's some, no, not a deity of pigeons, but there is some deity to whom pigeons are considered sacred. We need a deity who is, yeah, what I just said. So what's the name of this deity? A fallen Deva has stolen a holy pigeon from a local temple, devoted to Pigeon, Fluffles, Eerie. We can't use mind flayers. Those aren't SRD. Fluffles, Pigeon, Acanthus. Yeah, okay, yeah. Thank you, Ed, for catching that. No trademark stuff, you guys. You're gonna get me sued. Zydus. Ooh, Zydus. Okay, cool. Devoted to, well, wait, hold on a second. I like the name Zydus. I think Zydus is gonna be the name of the fallen Devet. Zydus. The fallen Deva. Okay. A fallen Deva named Zydus. I still need the name of the deity. We can't use Zydus? Why not? Okay. Dysus. Thank you. Stop recommending trademark crap, you guys. Make me recant things. All right, we're gonna go. I need a deity. Gradius. Pidgums. Zydarius. Ooh, Zydarius. Let's do that. Devoted to. Ooh. Bagul. We're doing Bagul. I like that. That looks good. So a fallen Deva named Zydus has stolen a holy pigeon from a local temple devoted to Bagul. Okay, why? Why did the Deva steal the holy pigeon? Did he used to be a Deva devoted to Bagul? Maybe he was devoted to a different deity, and he's hoping that if he steals the pigeon of his deity's rival, that he'll be restored to grace or something. I don't know. Why would he steal the pigeon? Why did he steal the pigeon? Oh, the pigeon is a holy. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, that's why. He wants to carry a message. He wants to carry a message to his deity. Yes. He wants to use it to deliver. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, I got it. Okay. All right. He plans to use the pigeon to deliver sacred messages to temples of Bagul across the realms. However, these messages will be crafted in order to misguide the priesthood of 𝐑𝐄𝐒 and lead them to commit I don't know, sacrilege and unholy acts. So he is, oh, okay, sacrilege. So he is a fallen deva of 𝐑𝐄𝐒. Why did 𝐑𝐄𝐒 cast him out? What did he do that was wrong that 𝐑𝐄𝐒 threw him out? Because now he's trying to get revenge on 𝐑𝐄𝐒 by misguiding his entire priesthood. He ate the pigeon's eggs. You wanted to. He ate the pigeon's. A fallen deva of 𝐑𝐄𝐒, who was cast out of his god's grace for eating the eggs of a holy pigeon. Okay. All right, I think we have a pretty good storyline here. Now, that's the storyline. So, I mean, I feel like the plot hook is pretty simple. And here's the thing, because this is a one shot, you guys, I'm going to tell the players a little bit of backstory. I'm going to tell them who hired them or why they're there. And I'm literally going to plop them down on the map right here. And they're going to start playing the game. So the game is going to start right here. And they're going to have the reason why they're there and what their objective is. All right. So that's how the game's going to start. Because when you're running a one shot, you need to get right into the action. So my question then is, why are they there? I mean, is it as simple as the local temple? It feels like it should probably be as simple as the local temple has commissioned them to get the holy pigeon back. Like, that's their objective, right? 𝐑𝐄𝐒 was offended by a pun about bagels. My pet creeper, what's up? The holy priest hired them to get the pigeon back. Yeah. All right. So the rest of the storyline is the high priest of 𝐑𝐄𝐒. What's the high priest of 𝐑𝐄𝐒 named? Cream Cheesiest. Like, what kind of like punny name can we give the high priest of 𝐑𝐄𝐒? What should his name be? 𝐑𝐄𝐒. 𝐑𝐄𝐒. The Lord 𝐑𝐄𝐒. Ah, Lord 𝐑𝐄E𝐒. Oh, very nice. Lord 𝐑𝐄𝐒𝐒. The high priest of 𝐑𝐄𝐒 has commissioned the adventurers, a group of adventurers to retrieve the holy pigeon at all costs. That's it. So we have what's going on. We have their objective. All they have to do is get the holy pigeon back. That's it. So they can kill people, they can sneak in, they could use stealth, they could do whatever they want to try to get the holy pigeon back. All right, beautiful. So I think we're good there. I want to have a GM note. We're gonna say, well, I'm gonna put this down for, so the locations. What's the name? Oh, what's the name of this keep? There should be a name for this ancient keep located in the side of a mountain. We need a name for this place. Yeah, they could try to redeem the fallen angel. They could, after a pitched battle against the fallen angel. The roost. Yeah, but is that the name of the fortification, like before the fallen angel took it over? Everything bagel. Blueberry to somehow fit into this. Oh, nice. Blueberry. Toast Keep. Angel's Nest. It needs to have a name. The Angel's Nest. It's high in the mountains. Yeah, it's high in the mountains. The Roost. Ah, so we could call it the Roost. Well, that makes sense. The Everything Bagel. What's up, Mad Dog? Crusty Cliffs. I need some ideas. I need something that resonates. What is the name of this keep? High in the mountains, heavy fortification. The name of the fortification, the Dark Hall, the Aviary. Blue Snowy Peak Group, Mount Butterhorn. Fort Butterhorn. Fort Butterhorn. Okay. Fort Butterhorn. Fort Butterhorn. An ancient fortress high in the mountains where Zydus and his minions have dwell with the stolen holy pigeon. All right, beautiful. And get that. NPCs. We should have the name of the high. Wait, we do have the high priest. Okay, there we go. Lord Crumchess. A high priest who knows everything. Bagel. About bagel. What's the, okay, we need to write down bagel. Bagel. A deity that holds pigeons to be holy. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. Oh, look at this. We have cat fight going on. We're gonna have a little fight action is all. You guys gonna fight? Or are you just playing around? Yeah, I don't know. We're just sitting there looking at each other. Okay, the inciting event. So here I'm literally just gonna put, since this is a one-shot game, the PCs will start on the trail leading to the entrance to, oh, what did we call this place? I gotta write this down. Fort Butterhorn. I'm gonna write this down. Fort Butter Horn. 1 square equals 5 feet. All right. Fort Butterhorn. So since this is a one-shot game, the PCs will start on the trail leading to the entrance to Fort Butterhorn. And already have been given the information about their quest. There we go. One shot, you get into the thick of it. You don't waste time. Okay, adventure details. Fort Butterhorn. Do I have a quick part? I think I have a quick part for this. There we go. Okay, so basically for Fort Butterhorn, so what I have here, this is some basic information that I will write down about pretty much any dungeon or adventure, any dungeon, any location that where a location-based adventure usually has a dungeon or a castle or something, whatever. I call them dungeons. They could be whatever. But this is basic information I'll write down for any of them, just so I have it handy. So we need to look at that. We need to figure that out. Hey, Danny, what's up? So lighting. Let's see, Devil. Well, we're gonna have to go to D&D Beyond, and we're going to see tools. Build and no, come on, baby, you can do this. Dang it. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I missed it. They're kicking each other's butt. Squeaky, stop bothering her. She got her butt kicked. She's such a baby. All right, I want to see Deva. Deva's a CR10. Oh, very nice. Very nice. So we're gonna have a Deva here. Deva, CR10. What is going on? Oh, I'm so bad. Well, I was going over there to see if they can see in the dark. They have dark vision. They do have dark vision. We should. All right, so lighting. Lighting. Let's say. Yeah, I had caps lock on or something. I don't know. Diva? Oh, it's a long E. Diva? Okay. You're very welcome, my pet creeper. I'm so happy to help, and I'm very happy that that's helped you, dude. That's awesome. Thank you. Okay. Let's just say lighting varies in the fortress. But if it's not noted, assume there is no light. Okay. What's this fortification made out of? I feel like this thing was just carved out of solid rock. It was carved out of the mountainside. So it's just rock, solid rock. Burn this down. And we're gonna say architecture. Nah, we don't have to say all of this stuff. I do want to make sure we know architecture. I need to go over here so I can see that. The fortress was carved out of the solid rock of the mountainside. So everything's rock. Yeah. Iron, what do they call those support beams? Iron support structures are present throughout the interior And the ceiling is generally 10 feet high unless otherwise noted. Actually, we're gonna make it... Okay, hold on. We need to do something here. The ceiling in corridors is 10 feet high. And the ceilings... Can I spell? Can I spell? In rooms are generally as high as the room is wide. Just a general rule, unless otherwise noted. All right, there we go. There's some basic information. Internal doors. We're just gonna make this doors. What should the doors be made out of? The doors inside this dungeon. Stretch, what's up, dude? Or scratch? Yeah, what's up, dude? Buttresses, columns, pillars. What should the doors be made out of? No, I don't want there to be pillars and stuff. I'm thinking arcs, like, you know, I don't know, those beams and stuff. We're just gonna keep it generic. We don't have time to get too specific here. Metal iron doors. I almost feel like we want like iron doors are too hard to get through. I think wood with iron banding is probably the best way to go, because that way it's hard but not like impossible. Archways. Oh, there we go. That's good. Most doors are constructed of hardwood banded with iron. Ooh. External doors. We'll get to that. We'll do that. There's only really one external door. Secret doors. Okay. Secret doors in this place. I feel that they're going to be like stone. Yes. These doors, secret doors, are made of slabs of stone that turn on a central pivot. They turn on a central pivot when about, let's say, when about 50 pounds of pressure is applied to one edge. The doors are crafted to appear as part of the wall. Duh. But can be detected with a successful DC. How high should the DC be? At level 7, they have level 20. We're making it hard, right? With a successful DC 20 wisdom perception check. Pushing along. We're not gonna detail everything. If you go pushing along the wall, you'll probably find it too. All right, cool. That's our secret doors, because we do have several secret doors in this dungeon, so that gives us the rules for them right now. Because here's the thing: if we detail how the secret doors work and we keep it the same throughout the entire dungeon, which you don't have to, but we're gonna do that tonight. But if you detail it once and put it right here, you don't have to do it every single time there's a secret door in the dungeon. You just put it there and it's done. Mommy wants attention. All right, cool. So that's Fort Butterhorn. Now we're going to begin creating the individual rooms of Fort Butterhorn. So this is like the mountain climb. I think we're gonna start with, I feel like this big fortress right here, this little battlements or whatever that sticks out here, is probably like our first room or something. But let's put a little note here for this area there. We're gonna have to do this right here. This will be number 2. And then I feel like we need to detail these doors right here. I think this will be number 3. We'll do that as number 3. These could be like area 4. We'll do this for area 4. We'll say that each of these little rooms basically is the same kind of thing. And then I'd like to, this little secret area here, let's make this number 5. And then at that point, they're probably going to be getting to this corridor right here. So we'll have this corridor be 6. And then we'll do this room as 7. This room will be 8. We have a little secret passage here. There's probably nothing really to say about the secret passage besides that it goes around the trap, but we'll number it. And then we have this one as 10. This room is 10, our lever room. Something horrible will happen in this room. Something horrible will happen in that room. And then this is the room they want to get to. And then this is our big bad boss room. So we have 14 areas that we need to detail tonight. And we're gonna go through things pretty quickly here. BG Thump, thank you for the raid. Wicked MGG, thank you for the prime, dude. Appreciate that. I'm out of tea. Mommy, I can't pet you all night long. I'm working. Okay. And we're gonna have to come up with the monsters and stuff that are gonna be in here too as we go along. But don't start brainstorming now. Don't you're gonna start doing it, then you're gonna like repost it, and Penguin Butt's she's gonna throw wrenches at you and chop heads off and stuff. Beginner Bots, thank you for the prime, dude. All right, so let's go over here. 1 is just the ascent. Oh crap. Don't do that. The ascent. So I'm really just describing. T, who are you and what have you done with Luke? Tied him behind the bag of coffee. Yeah, I'm drinking like chamomile tea and stuff to help relax and chill and stuff. So I'm just gonna describe the ascent here. Yeah. Oh really? Now you don't want to auto bullet for me, you piece of junk. It auto numbered, but now it doesn't want to auto bullet for me. The ascent. Yeah. The ascent up to the entrance is fairly steep. That's all I got to say about that. The players start here. The PCs start here for this one shot. That's all I have to say about that. And number 2. So number 2. Oh, relaxed Luke. I'm actually not too relaxed. Every now and then again, Luke gets replaced and a tea drinker takes over. If we appease it, the real Luke comes back by next stream. Yes. Is Danny still here? Danny would just have a conniption fit if she knew I was drinking tea. She'd cry betrayal and probably quit. So don't tell her. She stepped away for pizza. Okay, let's just keep this little secret between me and however other many people are here. All right. All right, for number 2, what are we gonna call this? This essentially is a fortified place. It's 30 feet high. There are going to be some guards up here, and they basically protect people from getting to the entrance, which is over here. So what are we going to call this? What would be an appropriate name for this fortification, this little thing here? It's not a room. It's like basically a little, it's a keep. The fortification, it's a keep. Ooh, we could call it a keep. It's a 30-foot high construction upon which people stand and kill people below. The keep? All right, we'll just call it the keep. Okay. Auto bullets. It won't auto bullet. You piece of junk. All right, the keep. This structure is 30 feet high and has crenellations around its edges. And I do want to have the walls are covered with glass, shards of glass. The walls are covered with shards of glass that have been cemented into position. All right, what happens if they try to climb the walls? How much damage does that do? Oh, broken obsidian? Oh, that's okay, great. I like that. Shards of broken obsidian. Beautiful. Characters climbing the walls must succeed. I mean, can you even avoid getting cut? I don't think you can even avoid getting cut. You get cut. Unless you're doing something to bypass it. $1d6 slashing per 5 feet. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Take 1d6 slashing damage per 5 feet climbed. Now, if somebody obviously is like, I'm doing something special, then you adjudicate, right? I'm not going to specify all special exemptions and conditions. That's the type of thing a dungeon master can easily think of and adjudicate when they're actually running the game. So anyway. All right, beautiful. Now, who are the bad guys at the top of this? To low-level characters, that would be lethal. Yeah, they're level 7. So they're not quite low. So we're detailing this keep right here. Now we have a fallen deva. Here's, you know what, guys, I have this idea. What if the fallen deva has also corrupted a whole bunch of other good beings? And here's why I'm thinking this. Many times when you're playing in D&D games, D&D adventures and stuff like that, you're always fighting against bad creatures. But what if this could give us the opportunity to actually use good aligned creatures in a D&D adventure? Because many players never get to encounter them because or fight them because, you know, yeah. So why don't we try something like that? So what kind of, we could use flumps. I don't know if that's SRD or not, but we'll do our best. What good aligned creatures could he have out here? Now it needs to be a creature with ranged attacks, and also some melee abilities. But we need some sort of good aligned creature here. But Luke, alignment doesn't exist in D&D anymore. Yeah, it exists. I can't prevent some people from being morons, but a unicorn. Oh yes, a unicorn would be great, but not here. This is not the place for a unicorn. Give me I need a name of some creatures that would be here. We need some good aligned creatures. Pixies or flumps. What centaurs? Ooh. No, not angels, not yet. We're having an angel inside. Centaur. Oh, I gotta show you my screen. Centaur. Come on. Urgh. I got a cat bothering me. Mommy, you can't just bother me all night. She's gonna bother me until I give her her snack. Yeah, there's the centaur. They do have a longbow. Yeah. Oh, they're actually not too bad. A couple centaurs. What are they? CR2? Oh, some centaurs shooting bows up there. They have a decent amount of hit points too. They'd have cover behind the crenellations, battlements and stuff. If they get up there, they have a pike. Oh, they have a 10-foot reach on the pike. As the people are climbing, they could be like poking at them with the pike even. Oh, this is beautiful. I love this. Yeah. Okay, centaurs. I like it. It's great. We're gonna put some centaurs there. Let me manage our characters. So we're gonna have, you guys are stupid. Look, I have to individually go through here and click each one of them. Level 7, level 7, level 7, level 7. Thank you, D&D Beyond, for the update. Appreciate it. There. All right, now we have 4 level 7 characters. So let's add a centaur. And I feel like guards on the outside. Here's the thing. If we make it hard, they already have the advantage of being at the top of this wall with like the broken obsidian and stuff. So if we make it medium, because of the terrain and the environment, it'll actually be quite hard, I feel. So 4 of them would be medium. So I think that's probably good. The horses can climb stairs, dude. They're a bipedal creature. I'm sorry, they're quadruped. I can count. Yeah, so 4 centaurs would be pretty good challenge for here. And we don't want to toast them on the very first encounter anyway, you know. So 4 centaurs. 4 centaurs are positioned atop the keep and guard it against trespassers. Whatever, we don't need to have that stupid stuff. There we go. 4 centaurs are positioned atop the keep. That's all we need to know. Keep moving. Number 3. What's number 3? Coffee cam. Oh, this is the actual entrance to the fortification if they don't climb and go up here. What should we call this? Gauntlet of Death. No, this number 6 should be the Gauntlet of Death. Number 3 is just they're gonna shoot holes at you or something. Keep moving, yeah. The Grand Foyer. Okay. Fondue Foyer. I don't know what that means. All right. Well, we will get to that in a second. What we are going to do right now, though, is it is 7 o'clock, so we're going to do a cat strike. Oh, wow. There we go. So this is our cat strike. This is our cat strike right here. We're going to give the kitties some treats right here. Yeah. All right, guys. Gotta get their portion. You guys are crazy. What is going on? Jeez. Orange. There we go. I shall be back. Get some more tea. Oh, crap. Nigif, thank you for the Prime, dude. Appreciate it. Love the work you do and enjoy watching your streams. I kept having more teens asking to join my campaign, and we are rebooting with an acting West March style. Looking forward to using the one shots and picking up Lair magazine for the prep. Awesome, cool. That sounds like fun, dude. Lair magazine is totally worth it, man. it's really good, high quality crap, and it's way easier to prep a game with the adventures that we write in Lair magazine than the officially published stuff. You're just gonna have to trust me. It's designed to help make it easier for game masters to prep their games and run their games and reference the adventure while you play the game. It's not just big blocks of text to read that's hard to find what you're looking for. If that makes sense. We've designed it intentionally to help game masters run games. All right, I'm gonna keep going here. One cat in the box. Two cats are gonna murderize him. And here we go. So we have the foyer. Now, the thing I want to point out here is so they're gonna have to have gotten by this. What I want to kind of do, you guys, they're gonna have 4 centaurs trying to kill them. They have a keep with broken obsidian covering the walls. They take damage if they climb it. If they get over here and get through these doors, what I want to do for number 3 is have there be absolutely nothing dangerous in this room, this entry hall at all. I just want it to look dangerous. I want to freak them out, but have there be nothing whatsoever dangerous in this room. That's what I would like to do here. Just to kind of screw with them if they go that way. So we got to figure out what that's going to look like. An illusion of broken obsidian, a red dragon illusion, a rug on the floor that says welcome. Spikes on the ceiling. Oh yes. Fake tripwires, fake potions. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's see, the foyer. Okay, first of all, the door. External door. The outer doors leading to the foyer are heavily fortified and locked. They can be broken down with 3 successful DC 20 athletics checks, or unlocked with a successful DC. Let's make it really hard. 22. Dexterity. Thieves' tools. Check. How's that sound? Yeah, you'll get the digital one pretty soon. And then the inside. Oh, I hate you. What are they? We have, so if we look at the map, right here we have loopholes on the wall, or arrow slits, also called. What is that? West? The western wall is lined with arrow slits. And just inside the door to the south is a large mat, is a large floor mat that reads "Welcome." All right, what else did we say? Ooh, yes. There is one statue of a lifelike halfling standing in the corridor, and shards of broken stone from other statues are scattered about. We'll say chunks. And chunks of broken stone, there we go, are scattered about. It's just totally like red herrings. Red herrings. Tripwires that do nothing. Oh, yeah. Tripwires are cleverly concealed every 5 feet. Characters tripping on them must make a DC, not too high, 13 dexterity saving throw or fall. The tripwires can be spotted with a DC, let's say 18, wisdom perception check. All right, what else can we put in that room? A burning paper bag. Oh, very nice. Oh, yeah. We're gonna say the 10-foot square just south of the northern door is a massive iron plate, not concealed. If stepped on, it depresses about 6 inches. And there is a large click and rumbling that resonates from, I don't know, from the north. It otherwise does nothing. No, really. It does nothing. Okay, so we have fake Medusa statues, we have tripwires, we have a pressure plate that freaks them out and does nothing. Yeah, they'll think they sealed the treasure room. Ooh. A lifelike halfling. There's one statue of a lifelike halfling whose eyes seem to move. All right. Did we put enough stuff in here to screw with them? A welcome mat and all that kind of stuff? I feel like that's enough and we need to move on because we don't have all the time in the world. All right, there we go. What's our next one? That's pretty good. They'll spend like a half an hour in that room, you know. Ah! What's going on? Holy crap. No. Let's go fight the centaurs. Oh, you know what we need to say though? We do need to say, if any centaurs, oops, I gotta go to the right screen. Any centaurs who remain from area 2 arrive in the hallway, in the western hallway behind the arrow slits to attack. If the characters tarry here more than a few minutes, there we go, then the centaurs come and attack them. All right, perfect. And now we are on to area 4. So area 4 is just these rooms, basically. I feel like there's probably not, I don't want to put a whole lot of interest in these rooms. Here's the thing, this is a one-shot adventure. Besides the fact that we only have so much time tonight to create it, it's also a one-shot adventure that I only have so much time to run at the game table. So if we put something like super crazy interesting in every room, it's gonna take forever for them to get through this adventure, and I don't have time for that. So we can't put something interesting in every room. Some of these rooms will just have to be kind of like, yeah, whatever. I think in this room, I think the number 4 is probably a good candidate to just have something very basic in there. So I think room 4 is just going to be like little guard rooms or something. Yeah. I feel like this game's probably going to go over our game slot. Okay, what am I doing? 4 guard rooms. We're just gonna call them guard rooms. It won't auto bullet. I don't know why the auto bulleting is like now turned off or something. I hate you. Guard rooms. These rooms contain barrels of arrows and a little more. Oh, barrels of arrows, and the floor is covered with straw. That's it. Okay. Let's go to room 5. Rebel Squirrel, what's up? Okay, number 5 is our secret passageway. So this is like a secret passageway that they could come in through instead of going through the front doors and stuff. So for number 5, what are we gonna name that room? I don't know. It'll be something. What's gonna be in that room though? I want there to be some sort. I want there to be a guardian in that room. There needs to be a guardian in room 5. Some sort of creature, maybe a construct or something. Ooh, are Modrons SRD? A Lamia or a Manticore? I think Modrons are probably not SRD, and we can't use those. And they're all really low. They're all low CR anyway, so we can't use. They're not going to help us at all. I kind of want like 1 or 2 nasty things here. I want something nasty here. Maybe a construct. What about a golem? What if we just have a simple golem here? Like an iron golem. Iron golem, baby. CR17. Let's see what our options are. Load more. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. I think Iron Golem is way too hard. There's no way we can do that. No, that's CR16. A headless Iron Golem. Oh, that's interesting. I think Stone Golem is probably, it's a CR10. If we do Flesh Golems, we could have a couple or something. Clay Golems could be a couple. I'd kind of want there to be a couple for action economy's sake. Clay Golem. Oh, that's a CR9. What about a Flesh Golem? What are those? A Flesh Golem's a CR5. That might be better, guys. We could do 2 Flesh Golems. Yeah, that's like a hard. Yeah, we could do that. 2 Flesh Golems. How does that sound? I like that. 2 Flesh Golems. You know what I want to do though? I want the Flesh Golems to be kind of like hidden somewhere. So we are going to give them little cubby holes where they can hide. And then when people enter the room, they like jump out and, you know, bushwhack them. So we're going to give them little hidey holes. I feel like probably this is a good spot. Oh yeah, these are both good spots right here. So they're going to have hidey holes. Illusionary walls. There we go. Beautiful. So we're gonna say 2 Flesh Golems stand guard in the northern and southern cubby holes in this room. Illusionary walls cover the entrances to the cubby holes. Yeah. So people can't see them. So the golems can remain hidden. The golems spring to attack any intruders when the first person, we're gonna put a little marking on the map. We're gonna say right here. When they get to that square, when the first person steps on that square, then they come out to attack. Enters the square marked A on the map. Okay, perfect. What is the name of this room? Are flesh what are flesh golems immune to? Oh yeah, they're immune to, oh man. Flesh for fantasy. I don't know, something about flesh. Flesh guards. All right. Flesh to meet ya. All right, that's pretty good. Let's keep going. We're on number 6 now. They're allowed to get uncommon weapon. Each character is allowed to have an uncommon magic item to start with, and hopefully the melee types are smart enough to pick a magic weapon, because you can get a +1 weapon. It's uncommon. Isn't it? I'm pretty sure it's uncommon, so they can get a +1 whatever. So some of them should have that. Oh, flesh to meet ya. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. So now we're doing area 6. Now area 6 is my little booby trap corridor. So basically, we're gonna have 2 statues at the very end here, and we have like a 20-foot square here that's a mobility trap. Something is gonna happen here that like makes it so it's hard for them to move here. They get stuck. Something happens that, you know, holds them still. And then these statues are going to start doing very bad things if the people that get stuck there. And then obviously you can see the secret little passage that's used to bypass that mobility trap. So this, we're gonna flesh out this corridor right now. I almost want there to be some sort of like webbing that sticks then. Tar with stone dust sprinkled on it to look like stone. Yeah, but then the first person who steps there gets stuck and nobody else goes into it. I want there to be something where there's a possibility for more than one person to go into it and get stuck. All right, let's go to my thing here. We don't know what the name of this room is going to be quite yet. A levitation trap. Oh! 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 I love that. A levitation trap. Oh, beautiful. Oh. Oh, and you know what? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I have a beautiful, beautiful idea. Check this out. Okay, so these 2 statues, they're dedicated. What do these 2 statues look like? They're going to be shooting lightning out of them. What do they look like? 2 stone statues stand in the along the far eastern wall of this corridor. A pigeon and a dove. Pigeons. Large doves. 2 stone statues. Shaped like large doves stand along the far eastern wall of this corridor. Every 6 seconds, somebody's gonna get mutilated with this. Every 6 seconds. No, yeah. Every 3 seconds, a charge of electricity. 2 stone statues shaped like large doves. 10 foot tall. There we go. A charge of electricity travels from one statue to the west and strikes the far wall there. The electricity only occupies the top part of the corridor. So anyone can walk below without danger. The statues alternate, sending out charges. So basically, no, not every 3 seconds, every 6 seconds. So every round of combat, one of the statues will shoot an arc of electricity. There you go. So that's the trap. So the trap is obvious. The trap is obvious, kind of. Well, they're going to go in there and they're going to see the lightning. Zink, 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 zink. But it's above their heads. It's literally above their heads. They can walk below it without any problems whatsoever. Okay, and so they're like, okay, just, you know, don't jump. Don't fly. It's not that big of a deal. And then enter the levitation trap, which levitates them up into the electricity. And they're like, oh, poop, that sucks. So yeah, it's a trap in plain sight. And then we're gonna say, I want to say, casting dispel magic on a statue causes its magic to cease functioning for, let's say 1 minute. There you go. Completely destroying the stone statues. Also breaks the magical effect. However, when a stone statue is destroyed, it explodes in a burst of electrical energy, dealing 8d6 electrical damage to everyone within 20 feet. I forgot to say, not an easy task. How much damage this does? Creatures caught in an arc of electricity. How much damage should it do? What did I say? Electrical damage? Oh, okay. How much damage should those lightning bolts do? If it's 8d6, that could be so brutal. That could be crazy brutal. Oh. No, but the whole idea is that they go up into that trap and they get smoked. Well, let's take a look at the Dungeon Master Guide and see what's the recommended amount of trap damage. And actually, let's actually go to Xanathar's. That's better. Traps revisited. Where are you? Traps revisited. Okay, so it should list the amount of damage a trap at this level should do. Come on, baby. What? Where are you? Does it not have that information? I swore it did. Here we go. Okay. So here we go. Deadly. I don't want this to be deadly. I want it to be dangerous. So yeah, 4d10. 4d10 damage. If we make it 4d8, 4d8 then is less than that, obviously. But they could be stuck up there for a little bit. So let's do 4d8. Creatures caught in an arc of electricity receive 4d8 lightning damage. No save. Haha, that would be very bad. On a failed DC 17 dexterity saving throw, or half as much on a successful save. All right, gotta keep writing. We're getting complicated, but and now the levitation trap. So that's the effect of the statues and what they do. We have now at the other end of this, we have the mobility trap. This is the levitation trap. So right there in that square, we're going to say levitation trap. How many squares are there? A 5, 10, 15, 20. A 20 foot long section of corridor to the west is trapped. We're gonna put, again, I'm gonna put a little mark on it. We're just gonna label this as levitation trap, and we're gonna put an A here. Oh geez. All right, this is important. When someone steps in a square on the map marked with an A, the trap is triggered. Everyone in the area of effect must make a... Now, how does the levitation spell work? What kind of saving throw is levitation? That's my question. Levitation. Isn't that a spell? Or no, it's levitate. It's levitate. What kind of saving throw is that? It is a Constitution saving throw. All right, Constitution saving throw. Everyone in the effect must make a DC. What kind of saving throw should it be? I mean, what level should it? Level 17? Maybe level 17? A DC 17 Constitution saving throw. For every round they remain in the area of effect. On a failed save, the character floats up 5 feet and enters the line of effect of the lightnings of the electrical charges being emitted from the statues to the east. There we go. Okay, and now that we have something more, the wall and ceiling near the levitation trap are covered in broken obsidian shards. Though an illusion makes them appear. Oh yeah, no. Broken obsidian shards. No, hold on a second. I got a better idea. The wall and ceiling of this corridor are covered in broken obsidian shards. There we go. Okay, now. Characters can escape the levitation trap by succeeding on. Oh no. I don't think levitation actually. There's no other saving throw. Once you've been levitated, that's it. You don't get a saving throw at the end of each of your turns. You don't. Yeah. Okay, you don't get a new saving throw, which is what sucks about that spell. My players use it on me. Characters can escape the levitation trap by pulling themselves along the walls or ceiling until they are out of the area of effect. However, doing so, they take 1d6 slashing damage for every 5 feet traveled this way due to the broken obsidian shards. There you go. That's it. Okay, beautiful. Bulk Zero, thank you for the tier 1. Appreciate that. There you go. That's your way. That's your way around it. And then there's a secret corridor that you can get around it. All right, what's the name? What's the name of this corridor? Float and slash. Float, electrify, and slash. We need a name for this corridor. Float and slash. Zap and slash. Zap and slash. Float, zap, and slash. High voltage. Oh! Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Oh, I like that. That is so cool. All right, that's great. I love that. We are gonna, these guys who play this are gonna they're gonna hate me. Okay, we have to keep moving. We don't have a lot of time. That was great, but we're moving on to the next thing now. We have no time. All right, for number 7. What is number 7 that we're detailing? Where's number 7? Okay, number 7 is this room right here. We need to be sparse with this room. I feel like this room and probably this room should have some guardians. Maybe this is like a barracks and this is an armory or something. I don't know, but there should be some bad guys in these rooms. And when one is triggered, the other is triggered. So you have like 2 mobs or two waves basically of enemies. They expect to be TPK'd. I don't think they'll hate you. Float like a butt. All right. What kind of creatures are we going to put in these rooms? Remember, we're trying to use like good aligned creatures. Flumps. Okay, let's take a look at flumps. Yeah, we got to put flumps in here somewhere. I agree with that. Flumps. How do you spell that? Flump. Come on. Can't find it. There it is. No, we can't use those. They're CR18. Those are worthless. We need something good. Eladrin? No, we don't have. That's not SRD anyway. Probably. A 𝐑𝐄𝐒. Ooh, ooh. Those are SRD, aren't they? Ed, somebody, our 𝐑𝐄𝐒𝐿's SRD. That's a CR4. We could totally use those. Yes. All right. What do they have? Are they even a challenge? Oh, the high armor class. Oh, very nice. Immune. They're immune to non-magical attacks. Oh, holy crap. They have true sight. They can cast cure wounds, lesser restoration, protection from poison, sanctuary, shield. Dream. What the heck is that? It's a 5th level spell. Greater restoration. Oh, okay. So they mostly just do melee damage. That's really all. Are they really that hard of a creature? It's a CR4? Oh, probably because the high armor class and hit points. And they can fly. All right, let's put a couple of these in the room then. Polyphons. What else could we have besides the 𝐑𝐄𝐒𝐿's? I need another good aligned creature that we could put somewhere here. I feel like we should have like 3 of these. 3 𝐑𝐄𝐒𝐿's. Those could be in like area 8. I want to put the 𝐑𝐄𝐿's in area 8. And we'll call that how do you spell that word? 𝐑𝐄𝐒𝐿. 𝐑𝐄𝐒𝐿. Is that it? Oh my gosh. This is so horrible. Yep, I got it. And we're gonna say 3 𝐑𝐄𝐒𝐿's lair in this room. All right. Brownie, a unicorn. Unicorn. That's right. We said we wanted to use a unicorn. It's a CR5. Oh my word. Yes. Can charge people. Oh geez, it can teleport. Oh man. Shimmering shield. Heal self. Oh, it can heal itself as a legendary action. Oh man. Do we just have 1 unicorn? So I think 7 is going to be the unicorn lair. Would it just be how many unicorn? Like 2 unicorns? I'm sure they could handle 2 unicorns. Yeah, a mated pair of unicorns. Yeah, a mated pair of unicorns. There we go. Can they handle 2 unicorns and 3 𝐑𝐄𝐒𝐿s? Probably not. Ooh, that's even better. A corrupted unicorn with a nightmare mate. Oh, that is so good. A corrupted unicorn with a nightmare mate lair in this room. And a nightmare is like a CR3, so that's not a problem. CR2, CR3, something like that. Yes, that unicorn is just gonna heal, and the 𝐑𝐂𝐒𝐿s are gonna be healing. Like, they're just gonna heal each other. Oh, that's great. Necklace is messed up. If a battle breaks out in this room, the 𝐑𝐂𝐿s from area 8 arrive in 1d4 rounds. If a battle breaks out in this room, the unicorn and nightmare from area 7 arrive. There we go. So that's our rule for them arriving. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a great battle. That'll be an awesome little battle. What's actually in this? What's in the unicorn lair? What would we expect to be inside the unicorn lair? Maybe the unicorn and the 𝐑𝐂𝐿s they have important roles in taking care of the holy pigeon. Do they do something or produce something that helps take care of the holy pigeon? Now the holy pigeon is not here, obviously, but maybe they could do something that would be useful for that. Ooh, potion of healing. Okay, that sounds cool. Oh yes, this is a unicorn glade. Yes. Corrupted unicorn glade. Ah, yeah, we should put some treasure somewhere. I got an idea. Okay. In this room. Ooh. This room is magically starlit. And oh yes, knee-high grass grows from the floor. We're gonna put a big chest. There's gonna be like a treasure chest or something. What would a unicorn put treasure in? What would a unicorn put treasure in? A hollowed out log. Giant rainbow cupcakes. We're gonna make a hollowed out log. Just kind of like right here. Right there. Okay, go back over here. A large hollow log lies along the eastern wall. And then we're gonna say treasure. Inside the hollow log is a large coffer. That contains that contains 2d6 potions of healing and 1d4 greater potions of healing. However, potions only function as a healing potion the first time a potion is used. Any subsequent potions deal poison damage instead. So here's how this is gonna work. They're gonna test them, their potions of healing, and then they're gonna use one of them and be like, oh, it worked, I got healed. They use a second one and it's gonna deal damage to them, and they're gonna be like, oh crap, that's bad. But maybe some of the others will heal us, and so they'll keep trying to use them. You know what we should actually do? We should make all of them greater potions of healing, because they probably are gonna have purchased their own healing potions. That way they're incentivized to use the big potions. Maybe they're like, what comes after greater? So there's normal potions of healing, there's greater, there's what's the next step up? What's the next step up from greater? It's superior. Thank you. Superior. And we're gonna make it 1d4 superior. They're probably gonna save those for the boss fight and then just get hammered. Nice. Captain Draper, what up? Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, dude. That's awesome. All right, I'm out of tea. I'm particularly evil. Well, we are intentionally trying to make a nasty adventure for the Peak D&D crew at LairCon. So that's like, we're intentionally trying to do that. So I'm trying to be nasty. Okay, like lots of gotchas, like, ah, crap. Okay, cool. That's pretty good. I like that. The 𝐑𝐄𝐒 lair. What should their lair look like? What should be in their lair? Like, how would 𝐑𝐄𝐒s live or something? I don't know. Oh, I don't want there to just be like an empty room. You know what I mean? There needs to be something in the room that's like quasi interesting. A jungle? Oh, it's like an overgrown jungle. This room is hot, humid, and filled with jungle vegetation. There you go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. 3 𝐑𝐄𝐒s lair in this room and are usually found wrapped around the vegetation. I want there to be like some gems or something in this room. I want every time you tell Luke how to pronounce something, he will double down on mispronouncing it. Ed, you know me so well. What am I doing? I want there to be something in this room that like the adventurers will be like, ooh, we want that. Something to entice them to enter. What should it be? With jungle vegetation covering of a wide variety of colors. Due to the colors of the vegetation, the 𝐑𝐄𝐒s blend in perfectly and are difficult to spot. There are no statues in here. A statue with emerald eyes, pulsating emerald gems growing like fruit. Ooh, a staff shaped like a snake. Yes, a staff. A staff A twisted wooden staff stands in the middle of the room. This is a, what is there a bad staff? Is there like a an evil staff or something? What kind of staff, magic item staff? Like, what could we have in there? Let's see. Tools, collections, game rules, magic items, magic items, magic items. I want a staff. Staff. Is there like an artifact or something we could use? Staff of Charming. Staff of Fire. We don't have time to like homebrew a magic item though. Staff of the Python. Okay, let's just put a Staff of the Python there. This is a Staff of the Python. Is that what it's called? Yeah. This is a Staff of the Python that the 𝐑𝐄𝐒𝐿's guard. Oh, it was used to steal the holy pigeon from the local temple and is now considered a sacred item. They had the python go in and steal the pigeon, and it's now considered a sacred item by, what's the name of that guy? 𝐑𝐄𝐒𝐿. My monitor's flipping out on me. There we are. All right, perfect. That's why it's there. Oh, I'm out of coffee. Tea or whatever. All right, cool. That's good enough. They have an opportunity to get some treasure. I'm being very, very generous with the treasure, I want to add. All right, so basically we have finished all of this. We did the corridor, we've done these rooms. We are at this room right here, these three here, and then the final boss room are what we have left to create. And we have about an hour to go, but we're gonna take a quick break here and we're gonna do a cat trip. And then we're gonna finish this dungeon up. All right, so we're going to apply the wonderful cat crack. Orange. What's going on, Orange? These guys are gonna get happy. All right, who's getting happy tonight? Oh, little guy. What's up, little guy? I'm gonna put this inside this one. Stuff it in there. Yeah. All right, I'll be back. In there. Así le toca. Haces. Ahorita realmente. Oh. And my monitor keeps turning off and turning back on. It's like flipping out on me tonight. Get this tea going. Oh, it just keeps going on and off. Can't do anything if I can't see what's going on over there. Goliath Cleric, thank you for the tier 1, dude. Delzel, thank you for the tier 1, man. Hey, Goliath Cleric's gotta work. Oh, little girl. Hey, Penguin Butt, it's little girl. All right, we gotta keep going here. Coffee cam. Map. All right, we are now working on this room right here. Basically, the idea I have behind this room is there is a teleportation circle in the middle of the room. And there are 3 levers around the room. And if the right sequence or something is pulled for the levers, they go to 13 and then get to the bad guy's room. If they pull the wrong sequence or something, then they're gonna go to the wrong rooms, 11 or 12, and something bad will happen. I don't know what the details are though. That's like all I got. Yeah, it's tortellini. What do you call a seagull when it flies over the bay? A bagel. Oh, I like that. Okay. 9. I don't know what to name that room. We're gonna do that for now. And we're going, let's say, so there is a magic circle is inscribed in the center of this room. 3 levers protrude from the northern, western, and southern walls. Now this riddle middle, right, left is the order. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I have it. I have it. Inside the magic circle is written, what do you call a seagull that flies over the bay? Above the northern. So what's the answer? The answer is going to be bagel. And it needs to be north, south, middle, it doesn't really matter. South, north. Okay, so then we're gonna say above the northern lever are the letters. Let's say W, N, T, R, W, N, B, T, and R. Above the southern lever are the letters. And the southern one, so the southern one, the northern one needs an L as well. Above the southern letter, you need an A and an E. Oh, we could have all the vowels. All the vowels could be there. A, E, I, O, and U. Okay, perfect. Above the western lever are the letters, and then the western one just needs, oh, whoops. This would be west. The western one just needs the G, really. So it could be, I don't know, P, Q, C, M, G, H, and S. There we go. Perfect. Include J and Y in the vowels. Okay. Okay. So there you go. It's difficult to spot the riddle. They need to know the name, the answer to the riddle, and then they have to pull the proper letters above the levers in order to spell out bagel. When bagel is spelled out by pulling the appropriate levers, the magic circle flares to life and teleports anyone inside it to area 13. When anything else is spelled out with the levers, the magic circle teleports anyone inside it to area 11 or 12. Randomly chosen. All right, perfect. We have... They'll find out very quickly that bagel, B-A-Y-G-U-L. Can you spell that out with the letters that we have? B-A-Y-G-U-L. Yeah, you actually can. You can spell out the name of the deity, and it's wrong. It has to be bagel, the type you eat. So they're almost guaranteed, because they're smart people. They're very, I have a feeling they're very clever people. My players, the Peak D&D guys. So they're probably gonna think, oh, it's the name of the deity. You have to spell the name of the deity, and they're gonna just do it wrong because they think it's right, and they're gonna. Okay, we're totally messing with their brains. Like, this whole dungeon is just turning into a big whole, you know, like, mess with your head thing. They don't need a hint. It's the easiest thing in the world. What do you call a seagull that flies over the bay? A bagel. They don't need a hint. If you need a hint for this puzzle, then you deserve to TPK. I don't know what to tell you. It's so easy. The trick The trick is it's a gotcha. It's you know, to say a bagel, but the whole trick is they're gonna think it has to do with the deity, which is bagel, and that's the trick. And they're gonna do it wrong because they think it's that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Flares to life for several seconds. There we go. So there's a chance for them to pull the levers and then rush over into it. All right. What's the name of this room? We gotta name this room. The bagel trap? Oh, it's room 10? What was room 9? Oh, room 9 was the secret corridor. Oh. So we're gonna say, whoops. 9. Secret passage. This room is very secret. Okay, that's good. What's the name of this room though? Bagel brain? I like it. All right, cool. All right, 11. And 12. These rooms are going to have this is where you get teleported if you do the wrong sequence. So we need to have something very, very horrible in these rooms. So if somebody gets teleported there, something very, very bad happens to you. Oh, a gelatinous cube. They're all teleported inside of it. Nice. No, they're not gonna be instant death. I think that would be unsatisfying because they're probably gonna end up in one of the rooms. They're totally gonna end up in there. A gelatinous cube is only like a CR2. That's not that bad. Could we just give it like, but wait a second. And they're all immediately engulfed. What happens if you're engulfed? Oh, dude. That's really bad. If you start off engulfed, you're automatically taking crap tons of damage. So even though it's a CR2, that's still pretty nasty. Because they're gonna take a bunch of damage immediately, like bam, every round. And they're gonna have to unload on this thing to kill it. Okay, so 11. This room contains a gelatinous cube and characters teleported to this room are automatically inside the cube and considered engulfed. Gelatinous cube is SRD approved, correct? Did I get a confirmation there? All right, thank you. Engulfed. I spelled that properly. Did I really? It's okay. All right. When the gelatinous cube is killed, the characters are teleported back to room 10. What's the name of this room? I need a name for this room. Jelly Belly? Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, now room 12. Room 12 is pretty much the same thing. There just needs to be something nasty inside here. Oh, we do need to say that we need something nasty for that other room, but I'm gonna make a little note here. The gelatinous cube magically regenerates after just a few seconds of being killed. So they could keep on coming back here and keep on having to fight that thing if they don't get it right. What should be in the other room? I need something in the other room. Okay, I got it. Okay, the other room. I have the perfect thing. Okay. The walls of this is perfect, room are covered with multicolored levers. A central pedestal holds a sand hourglass with sand slowly falling in it. What happens when they pull a lever? Every time a lever, any lever, is pulled, something horrible happens to them every time a lever is pulled. What is it gonna be? What is it gonna be? They're gonna freak out when they go to this room. No, I want them to like take damage or something. Something horrible happens to them. Should be like a damage effect. They get zapped or something. Ooh, a monster gets teleported in there. What kind of monster? No, then you have combat. Then it takes too long. That'll take too long. Yeah, each lever is a different type of damage. What different colors can they be? So a blue lever. Blue will be lightning. It should be like 2d6 lightning damage. There can be a red 2d6 fire damage. Red, blue, white 2d6 cold damage. And then blue, red. What else we got? What am I missing? Elements. What am I missing, guys? Help. I need colors. I need colors. Green, thank you. 2d6 acid damage. Force. What's gonna be force? Clear. 2d6 force damage. Oh, purple. Yeah, purple could be force. Yellow. What's yellow stand for? What is that? Lightning, fire, cold, acid, force. Is that it? Oh, black. 2d6 necrotic damage. Oh, what's poison gonna be? Yeah, there gotta be a poison one. Yellow. Okay. Yellow, 2d6 poison damage. What about radiant? What color would radiant damage be? White. We already have a white. That's cold damage. Acid is usually yellow. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Orange, gold. Okay, yeah, orange. 2d6 radiant damage. Okay, that's good. Every time a lever is pulled, any lever, it deals damage to the person who pulled it based on its color. All right. When the sand in the hourglass, this is the key part, runs out, the characters are teleported back to area 10. So the solution is to do nothing. And pulling the levers is pointless. It just deals damage to you. And they're going to be trying to figure out what the puzzle is, all the different colors. Because they just came from a room where you had to pull levers in a specific order. And they're going to be figuring out what is the right order, what are the right colors, what do we have to do? And they're going to think it's a puzzle and a riddle, and it's not. It's totally a mental screw job. All right. What's the name of that room? What's the name of that room? Red on yellow, kill a fellow. Any color kills a fellow. Wasting time. Don't touch. Lever alone. Oh, that's perfect. Lever alone. That's perfect. Lever. There we go. Lever alone. Okay, cool. So 13 is, there's a, oh no, she turned the light on. Ah. Okay. So 13, I can't say your name. Powertail, OG power ponytail. Thank you for the tier 1, dude. Appreciate that. So 13 is basically just a room that they get teleported to that leads to the boss fight. 13. The Whispering Walls. The walls of this room are covered with lips that constantly whisper warnings to turn back now. Be careful. Be careful of his gaze. What else could it say? What if you kiss them? You should have thought of baked goods. Don't kiss. Don't tell. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's the room. Okay, now we gotta go to 14. This is the big bad boss room. And let's figure out what's gonna be in this battle. Who's gonna be in this battle? Don't touch the levers. Oh, yes. We should, oh yes, they should totally mock them. No. Don't touch the colored levers. They should mock them based upon everything in the room. Oh. Yes, fly up into the electricity. Turn back now. Levitate recently? Did levitating shock you? Could you really not spell bagel? Could you really not spell bagel? All right. The walls of this room are covered with lips that constantly mock the characters. I only want things that like mock them based on the adventure. What else can we do? What else was in here that totally screwed them over? Beware of sharp objects. Beware of sharp objects. What else? A bad nightmare? What was that from? Oh, did you have a bad nightmare? Bad nightmare recently? TPK. 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 Okay. All right, that's perfect. In the center of the room is a pedestal upon which sits a plate of brownies. The door leading east is sealed shut and only opens when someone eats one of the brownies. The first person to eat a brownie, I want something really good to happen to that person. They get a buff. Like, you know, like they're thinking something bad's gonna happen, but not. It's the reverse. They're gonna get a crazy buff. What should it be? Like invulnerability or something. I want something really good to happen to that person. What could it be? 46 temporary hit points. I like it. Gains 4d6 temporary hit points. Anyone else who eats a brownie. Now I want something horrible to happen to them. Something horrible will happen to them. They're poisoned. That's really bad. Disadvantage on, well, can't tell the truth. They have the munchies. They gain a point of exhaustion. That's usually a trivial thing. They could be poisoned for the next hour. Being poisoned is pretty bad. Anyone else who eats a brownie is poisoned for the next hour. Boom. Yeah, disadvantage on everything is not, well, it's disadvantage on attack rolls. But yeah, it's very bad. Okay, that's perfect. Because you know what's gonna happen. They're not gonna want to eat the brownies, and they're finally gonna do it. Somebody's gonna do it, and they're gonna get temporary hit points, and they're gonna be like, see you guys, and then you know that somebody else is gonna eat a brownie, and then they're gonna get poisoned. It's the whole thing is about screwing with their heads. It's gonna be awesome. Okay. No saving throw. It's just poisoned. You shouldn't have eaten the brownie. Don't eat the brownie. Hopefully only one person is dumb enough to do it. Let's see. Quasums. We need to do the last room, guys. We're almost done. All right, the final boss fight. This is where we're at now. This is the final boss fight room. The final showdown. We know we're gonna have a Deva in here. What are they? A CR10. Oh, very nice. We need minions. What kind of minions are we going to have with our Deva? Now a Deva, decent armor class, got some hit points. Raised dead. Oh my word. Takes 1 hour to cast it though. I can do a healing touch. 2 attacks. I don't do a lot of damage. This Deva's actually not. This Deva will get his butt cleaned. Like he'll get destroyed. How is this a CR10? In what world is this a CR10? I don't see this lasting for like but a couple seconds. 17 armor class is okay, but not that high. 136 hit points, that's like 2 rounds of hit points against level 7. And he doesn't do that much. Well, he does like 20 points of damage. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so he's doing like 25 points of damage. So he's doing 50 points of damage per round if he hits. Yeah, that's not that bad. Okay, that's not that bad. Against a level 7, a level 7 person probably has about 50 hit points. Okay, so he can kill 1 character per round if he hits. All right. What is the change shape gonna do for me? It retains its game statistics, ability to creep. Yeah. It doesn't get hit points. It doesn't get like a new hit point pool. It's not like a druid. Like he still shares his own hit point pool. I don't see what the point is. Yeah, he needs minions. Yeah, so what are the minions gonna be? We need minions. What are they gonna be? We need minions. Are there any good aligned creatures we haven't used yet? I want something interesting too, if at all possible, because all the Deva's gonna do is deal damage. I need like some creatures that do something interesting. Werebears. Ooh, a werebear. That's a CR5. They just deal damage. They're big sets of hit points that do damage. That's all they do. I want something that is something more interesting than hello, I do damage. An Archon? What the heck is that? That's too high. And it's probably not SRD. Priests. Oh yeah, what kind of priests? A war priest. Ha 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 ha. Oh, those are cool. Spirit Guardians! Spirit Guardians! You guys, Spirit Guardians. It's thematically appropriate to have priests attending the Deva They have spiritual weapon. They can cast spiritual weapon. They can cast spirit guardians. Oh my word. They can use dispel magic. Such a good spell. This is totally, oh my gosh, there could be 4 of them. There could be 4 priests. And they all cast spirit guardians on the first round. The whole room is full of spirit guardians. The whole room. There we go, 4 priests. We have decided their fate. You're dying to the magical blender. The holy blender. Yes, the holy blender. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, yes. Okay. And you know what's interesting too is that on our map, we have this big alcove here, and then there are 4 alcoves here, and that's where the priests will be. So you have 4 priests, and then the Deva right there. It's perfect. It even fits our map. Sacred Flame, yeah. This poor party. Oh, they're gonna get demolished. All right, so in this room, a Deva and 4 priests occupy this room. The Deva is in the far east alcove, and the priests are in the northern and southern alcoves. Oh, there's a large cage. Yes, yes. Okay. A large cage. No, yeah, a large cage hanging from the ceiling in the eastern alcove holds the holy pigeon. Yeah, a large golden cage. Be careful not to kill the pigeon. I can see somebody casting a fireball on the pigeon. The Deva is in the far east alcove, sitting upon a large gem-encrusted throne. And the priests are in the northern and southern alcoves behind lecterns, singing an unholy chorus. There we go. All right. Yeah, the Deva, he's like, well, you survived. Any questions before we begin? The Deva greets them with shock. No, the Deva greets them with, well, frankly, I'm shocked you survived. Any questions before we begin? Yes, greets them with a slow golf clap. And he's like, on the first round, okay, we gotta do combat notes. For this battle, we are doing combat notes. Didn't do them for the others, obviously, but we're doing for this one. On the first round of combat, The priests cast Spirit Guardians. Yay! And then I think, so the Deva, he can fly. Does he have a ranged? You gotta be kidding me. He doesn't have a ranged attack. Here you have a flying creature that doesn't have a ranged attack. We should just give him a bow. We should totally just give him a bow. Let's give him flyby attack. Let's give him flyby attack. The Deva has flyby attack and swoops down to attack an isolated PC and then flies back up out of range. So that could be his basic, strategy. I'm surprised they didn't give him flyby attack. Who makes these monsters? Are you kidding me? Good gravy. It's like they, I don't know. And then I think the priests are going to cure wounds. Oh my goodness. Cure wounds. How can they cast Cure Wounds at range? I need them to, oh, wait. Instead of Cure Wounds, they should have Healing Word. No, instead of Sanctuary, they have Healing Word. Yeah, okay. Instead of Sanctuary, the priests have Healing Word. The priests focus on using their healing spells to heal the Deva and each other. If the Deva is dropped to 0 hit points, a priest casts Healing Word on it, bringing it back up. We are doing what every character in the world does to their dungeon master in like every single combat. Somebody drops to 0 hit points. Oh, Healing Word. Let's keep fighting. Oh, Healing Word. So we're gonna play that exact same trick. They're just gonna keep on healing the crap out of it. Okay, that's probably decent enough notes, I think. Yeah, and it takes 1 hour to cast Raise Dead though. Oh, the Healing Touch. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. If any priests drop to 0 hit points, the Deva can bring them back up with its Healing Touch. How much healing does that do? They're gonna be like, you suck. I hate this. It's a lot of healing too. It's like 20 points of healing. Oh, that's very good. Yeah. So for a priest, that almost completely heals them. But it does take the Deva's entire action to do that. That's crazy. Oh, I love this. Okay, what's the name of this room? What do you guys want to call this room? CR7 is now much higher with the healing words. Oh, the Diva's at CR10. Divinely smited. Deviantly a TPK. Oh heavens, no. I like that. Oh heavens, no. Oh, the holy blender. Oh heavens, no. The holy blender. Oh man, that's awesome. Oh gosh. All right, cool. You guys, we are almost done. The resolution, I mean, the resolution doesn't matter. It's a one shot. It does. If the characters survive and rescue the holy pigeon, the local high priest. Oh wait. The high priest of Bagel gifts them, rewards them, rewards each of them with a year supply of baked goods from the local, I don't know, bakery, the local bagel shop. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna get there. Oh, actually give them bagels if they beat it. You know what I should do? That should be like the game snacks. I should just have some bagels at the table and be like, hey guys, you know, if you want any bagels, here's some bagels and cream cheese. Just help yourselves, you know? And we could snack on that during the game. Oh, that would be so awesome. Yes, Penguin Butt, we totally need to do that. Just have some bagels and cream cheese there for the Peak D&D people to just snack on. I don't think so. They're not gonna get it. They'll think it has to do with the name of the deity, Bagel. They will. Yeah, they're not. It's not gonna give away the puzzle. Okay. All right. I think we got all the rooms done, but random encounters. I don't know. Give me some monsters really quick. If I need to have random encounters, actually, you know what? We're probably not going to need any because this dungeon is going to take them forever to get through. But if we did need random encounters, what could they be? What could our random encounter monsters be? Yeah, we will need to come up with some when we publish it. Okay, what do we need? Pegasuses? Brownies? Oh, those aren't in here. Pegasus. CR2. So we could do 4 of them as medium. So we could do 1d4 plus 2. 1d4 plus 2 Pegasus. Pegasus is Pegasi. Pegasi? Yeah, it's Pegasi. Wow, imagine that. Flocks of angry Brooklyn pigeons. Brooklyn pigeons. What else? Centaurs. I guess we could put some more centaurs in here or something. Centaurs are a CR2 as well, right? What were the centaurs? Yeah. So it could be 1d4 centaurs. Oops, I screwed that up. A swarm of pigeons. Oh, nice. One swarm of pigeons. Use a swarm of bat stats. Stat block. All right, one more. We got one more. Milk muffins? What's that? Yeah, this is just Word. That's all this is, yeah. I'm formatting it, obviously. All right, well, 3 random encounters is okay. What were all the creatures we used? Can we list out the creatures? We have Centaur, CR2. What else did we have? We had a unicorn, CR5. We had a nightmare. What's a CR for a nightmare? Is that a CR3? 𝐑𝐄𝐒s. Yeah, what were those? CR4, right? 𝐑𝐄𝐒s. CR4. A nightmare's a CR2. Okay. Gelatinous cube, that's a CR2. Flesh golems, those are what? CR5? Are those a CR5? A nightmare is a 3? I was pretty sure it was a 3. 𝐑𝐄𝐒 is a 4. The priest. The priest is a CR2. It's gonna be a nasty CR2. I think I got them all. Okay, cool. We have to name the adventure. Name the adventure. Oh, Swarm of Ravens? Yeah, we can do that. I need a name for this adventure, folks. What's the CR for a Swarm of Ravens? It's probably like 1/4 or something. All about pigeons. Beguiled by bagels. Beguiled by bagels. Flighted or flowered. The powerful pigeon paradox. I like that so much. It's like, what? Powerful pigeon paradox? What? Everybody's like, Ed wins. Ed wins. The powerful pigeon paradox. All right. Okay, beautiful. Oh, we didn't really contain some treasure, but not much. They're probably gonna take a couple short rests are to be expected, but not a long rest. this. No color. There we go. All right. I think we're finished with the adventure. Look at that. It's very, very pretty. That's very, very pretty. All right. So, 3 hours and we have created a really, really cool adventure to run for these guys. I'm excited. And they will still probably die. Yes, they will still probably die. All right, cool. I think we're gonna go raid somebody then. It's gonna be, so we're gonna run this adventure at LairCon on Sunday, game slot 4, which is, I don't know what time that's at, but it's gonna be on Sunday. Yeah, and we're gonna put them through the gauntlet. The powerful pigeon paradox. Okay, cool. So yeah, and then I'll publish it somewhere. It might go in Lair magazine, actually. I might put it in Lair, but then it wouldn't be until January. Anyway, let's go find somebody to raid. We're gonna find somebody to raid. Let's see who's on. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to record it. The logistics and the hauling equipment there to record it, I'm not prepared to do that. Not to Texas. Browse. All right, let's find somebody to raid. Careful cantrip. I've raided them before. We have purple hair. Cosplaying my player? What is this, D&D? Am I in the D&D category? I guess. You can't stream on Twitch unless you have colored hair. Gonna find somebody that jumps out. Here's 7 viewers. Oh, they have a map up. They're actually playing D&D. Hey, they have a map up. Look at that. Lots of people have maps up. Look at this. I like it when people are actually playing D&D. Okay, let's do this guy right here. JJ Knight. Let's do that guy.